people. Good afternoon, good evening to all of you. Let's turn this down for us. And yeah, welcome. Happy Monday. New week. Focus for this week. Focus for now. A lot of things lined up for the week ahead. Now, we can start firstly by just looking at the news outlet for this week, Wednesday, 13:30 CPI, Thursday, 13:30 PPI. Making a mental note and just being prepared of the timings. Not really so concerned about the actual news, which is CPI, PPI, just the timings, and then we can see how the sessions are leaving unresolved inventory. So what I'll do right now is I'll just show you that this is the final tier: New York black, Asia blue, London red, and just coming to this conclusion from a standard trading view chart. So really and truly, when you do sign up to trading view, your charts will pretty much look something similar to, if I can just pull it up, your charts will look similar to how people have their charts here on the community channel. You can see that it's all messy. There are many colors involved here, and there's a lot going on here. Technical analysis, trend channels, a lot of notes, a lot of arrows, projections. We wanna not look into all of this, okay? We wanna step away from all of the trend line stuff and all of the generics, technical tools, which are pretty much the driving factor when it comes down to you pressing the buy and sell button. So that was an example. You can see how my charts are very neat and clean. I'm going to show you an example over here. Blank chart settings. Okay, pull up trading view. You are if you're new to trading view, your charts will probably look something like this. Classic green, red candles, and a bunch of indicators. You're going to remove all the indicators from your left top panel and work your way towards this. So what you have to do is you click on more settings. Before you do that, please have a look at where is it? Yeah, there you go. Time zone. The time zone we are going to be working around will be London UTC +1. If you travel often, please cross check that you are situated in London timing. I travel a lot, so I always make sure that I am working around London timing. Press on the more settings, symbols, and then over here, as you can see, candles, color bars based on previous close, body, borders, wicks. Now we want to change all of this. By default, it's most likely green and red, but we want to change this to black. Black candles, black borders, and the wicks, I'm keeping the wicks at blue. Change that, please. Electronic trading, yes. Time zone UTC +1 London. Time status line over here. Status line, logo, title. If you just toggle, you can see that the gold futures. There you go. And then follow to scales and line. Now over here, scales and lines. You want to keep the scales and lines currency always visible. If you go over to the canvas, this is where you can change your background. So if you click on solid, white grid lines, vertical, horizontal, white crosshair, we're going to keep the crosshair black or gray. It doesn't really matter, they're very identical. Watermark, there you go. Opacity 20%, and there you go. Trading, all of this doesn't really matter. The main focus is to change the canvas and the symbols to black candles events. So there you go. Now, your chart should look similar to mine's. Black candles, neat and clean. The right axis over here, the time axis at the bottom. That's it, okay? We are not going to keep this open. We are going to keep this closed. Now, let's move over to grabbing the toolbar and bring in some of the tools that we are going to be using on a daily basis. If you, line your cursor up, bring your cursor over here, scroll to the bottom. You have a favorite toolbar. Yeah, if you just toggle on the favorite toolbar, that's your toolbar. Drag around, there you go. So that's your favorite toolbar, and move over to highlighting the dot over here. Dot we're going to use to simply just tap go. Okay, over here, horizontal ray, please highlight that. Vertical line, and that's about it. Moving over, fib retracement. Yes, we are going to be using fib over here. Nothing really much over here. Long position, short position. Okay, so add the long position, the short position, the price range, the highlighter tool, the arrow tool, and the rectangle tool, and the text. That's pretty much it. You can use the ruler to measure paper range from A to B. I recommend that you start getting familiar with, for example, 4300, okay, to 4350. That's a 500 pip move. From 4300 to 4350. It's a 500 pip move. Okay. We can even use the price range from 4300 to 4350, which will give us 500 pips. Okay, over here. Now, moving over to the actual chart work over here. Now we are going to split this piece of instrument, candles, space. We're going to split this into 3 sessions. So when you come over, you want to make sure that we are working our way towards this. Okay, Asia, London, New York, and this is all manually done. You can choose any asset class. I personally trade gold only. Back in the days, I used to trade US 30, NAS 100, all the forex currency pairs, GU, EU, you've got USD JPY, you've got Aussie CAD, you've got, many currencies that I used to actually trade. Now, you want to get familiar with the watch list. Okay, you've got all stocks, funds, futures, whatever. So go into watch list and search for XAU USD or Wanda broker feed. Add that to the toolbar here, and that's it. I will go deeper into adding other asset classes, which would then allow us to look at cross asset volatility. So if we look at, for example, US 30, now you can see I was just going over US 30 last week, and I've got through my markings over here. So yeah, it's a universal sessions playbook principle. But let's start with this is gold futures. Let's start with XAU USD. I'll just grab XAU USD over here. Cool. There you go. Yeah, this will do. Now, some of the terminologies will be the same. I will not try to confuse you by just shooting so many terminologies. The aim here is to allow you to read the markets in a very precise, clean, and a smart manner. Really and truly, it's all about getting as close as you can to being able to read the market truth, and that's it. Okay, so that was the trading view setup, which involves changing chart settings, UTC +1 London, adding the favorite toolbar, and that's it. So the recording is 9 minutes and 47 seconds in. I'm gonna cut this recording so you can watch this recording and then move over to the next one, rather than having a 20 to 30-minute recording, which is kind of going to be mentally draining. Okay, so if I cut these in bite sizes, it'll be easy to digest, and when it comes to application, it's a go signal. Okay, so let's move it over to session markings, and yeah, enjoy.